Hello, everybody. Long time no see. How's it been? How have you been doing all this month, this new year actually? Because the last time I uploaded a video was last year. So yeah, a lot has happened. A lot of books have been read, which is amazing. I've read a total of 21 books so far. A lot of manga, mucho, which had at a year. I'm in love with a manga, and that is the first manga I've ever read. And I'm in love. I adore it, and I will talk more about all these books. My goal for this year is 50 books, so that means that I am almost almost there. Actually, 28 books. So I just need um 22. Is that correct? Is that correct? Because I need, yeah, 22 books. I need 22 books. Um Best book you've read so far this year. The best book I've read so far, If You Could See the Sun by Anne Liang. Um this is a book about academic rivals to lovers. So this book is about a girl who is very much an outsider at her own school because her school is for very posh, fancy people in China, and she starts to feel invisible. And this is taken quite literally. She becomes invisible. She realizes that this can be made into a very good business. So, together with the help of her academic rival, Henry, Henry Lee, she's going to go through many things, and yes, it's an amazing book. I love it. I'm smiling so much because of how much I love the book. So yeah, best sequel you've read so far in 2023. I mean, completely in love with. Anyway, The Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell. I finally read this book. I could finally read it, and it's the most amazing thing in the world. I mean, I love to see my characters developing their character. I mean, it's amazing. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people were complaining about this book, like the characters were not what they were expecting them to be. But I mean, who else besides the author knows how this character is going to develop over time? So yeah, um, nothing to say. I really love this book. Anyway, The Wind Blows is the third part of the Simon Snow trilogy, and oh, this book is about what comes after being the chosen one, right? After the war has ended, after every enemy is defeated, like what comes next? So that is the story, and that is the wrap up, like the final part of this trilogy. So it's amazing. I have to admit it. Not a lot happens actually, but the things that happen, like I love details. Okay, and Rainbow Rowell knows how to do that, how to give me detail and little moments that are special. So I love that, and I think that is the best thing I've read. So new release you're looking forward to that you haven't gotten to yet. This time it's real. This time it's real, but Anne Liang. I think that is a new release that I'm looking forward to reading. I haven't gotten to it yet, and let's see, there are a lot of books that I haven't gotten to yet. Like, for example, I know a lot of people talk about Yellowface, um, but I haven't even read Babel in Spanish, Babel. I was also looking forward to reading Fourth Wing. However, I don't think it's going to be my style for what I've heard. Like, I don't think it's going to be. So, yeah. It's anticipated release for the second half of 2023. It's probably going to be bookshops and bone dust, and it comes out, let's see, November 7th, 2023. Okay, yeah, so I'm excited for that. Like, I want to read The Legend of Sunlight so much because I think that it's going to be kind of my type of read. because of the detail thing that I told you about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Bookshelf and Boundas. Like that sounds, I don't know, but that sounds a little bit more interesting to me than the first one. Here's Sky. He wants to say hi. Oh, that was an amazing rhyme. Okay. Oh, he's looking at himself. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, because disappointment. Oh, I know. It is not a current book, like a new book, but it was a disappointment. Like The Body in the Library by Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie. Agatha. Agatha. I've never said that in English. Agatha Christie. Okay. Agatha Christie. I had such high expectations for Agatha Christie. Like, I mean, she's the queen. She's a queen. She's the crime queen. I kind of understood it, but still, it was like it's not the like the how do you say like the turning point I was waiting for. I don't know. Biggest surprise. Okay. Oh, I know what was the biggest surprise. Okay, Caraval. Caraval. That's Stephanie Garber. I know I'm late to this trend, but wow. Like I mean, I was expecting there was something about a pirate that I heard, and I was like, I've never read books about pirates, so let's just try this out. I mean, I love the cover. The cover is calling to me, so yeah, I read Caraval, and I adored it. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, you don't understand how good that book is. Like, it gave me, I don't know if you are trying to keep up, but Red Velvet, Simsalabim, it gave me those vibes. Like, the video, like, the ride of the, it's like happy but haunting. Like, I love that. I love that vibe. And I'm truly waiting for the moment where I can read the second book, the second part, Legendary. Your favorite author, An Liang. I think I don't know, she just speaks so much truth. She spoke so much truth in If You Could See the Sun that I truly want to read more from her. And also, Dana Schwartz. I truly love Dana Schwartz, Anatomy, a Love Story. I was shook by that book. I mean, it's because that book is quite dark, but at the same time, I loved it. Like, oh my gosh, like it's literally talking about dead bodies and how a doctor in the old times studied and how a girl managed to do that in the older times. So yeah, that is quite an interesting book. That reminded me so much of like Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, if he were a girl. So if you're into that, if that sounds interesting to you, you should definitely read that. Okay. Newest fictional crush. I don't know if he is a crush, but I love the character development that I could see in Oak and the Stolen Air. Like when we started reading about him, he was a kid, but now he's an 18-year-old, I think, and his character develops so much. Like, I don't know if it's a crush, but I'm truly like, oh my god, I love your personality so much. Like, and also, I don't know how do you pronounce his name? Kifri, Shifri from Withan Atelier. I'm going to um, pop his picture on here. But yeah, I had no idea I could have a crush on a manga boy. Newest favorite character that I finally managed to read back in June, I think. The first the first volume of Spy Family. So yeah, I love their chemistry so much. Like I think they are my new favorite characters. Okay, finally, books I need to read by the end of this year. Many. The Carabal trilogy. I need to finish that trilogy, and I also need to get to the final. It's not the final, but it's at least the latest release of Which had Atelier, which is volume 12. I'm on volume 10. Okay, I'm on volume 10, so I'm almost there. Also, I want to read more books in French. I read Fangirl in French back in January, which was quite a success. I mean, I am so proud. That was an achievement. That was a milestone. It took me like a month, but I read it. Oh, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye!